Yo, what's up with it, people? I figured I'd just make a quick vid on some movement tech that exists in Warframe. It's almost certainly the best general purpose method of getting around super fast, and I don't see people using it very often, and I haven't seen it like highlighted as like a vid, or no one's really gone over it much as far as I could tell. So I figured I'd make a vid to throw my 2 cents in. Worth noting, this is absolutely nothing new. It's been in the game for a very long time. But, I mean, it's definitely worth noting, and I have the tools to help you out with it. So without bearing the lead any further, here it is. It's simple slide attack spam. You just spam slide attacks with an appropriate good weapon with a fast attack speed, and you're cruising. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, this is sort of a PC-only strategy, unfortunately, which might explain why I see less of it than I otherwise would, because if you're a console Andy, then you're just not really going to be able to make use of it. Obviously, because this is like macroed, I'm not spamming the hell out of it manually. I'm just holding the CapsLock key right now. I cooked up my own little auto hotkey script, and I linked it for you in the description. Don't worry, with like instructions on usage and all that. So don't worry, I got the hookup for you. But between this and just like the sheer movement speed of it, that kind of requires mouse aim to actually steer appropriately. Let's see, even there I didn't do it appropriately. I'm pretty sure controllers would have a hard time steering this well. But if you're on PC, this is really nice, really handy. Okay, well, that pretty much explains the whole thing for the baseline of it. Obviously, it scales with attack speed. If you're attacking really slow, it's not going to work very well. But the only other main thing to note is that obviously this works very differently with different weapons. The Rack the Dark Dagger I'm wielding here, which is very conveniently, one of the best, probably like S+ tier, even like among the good weapon classes. This is a really good one for getting around, which is convenient because it's a great weapon anyway. I love using the Rack the Dark Dagger. So anyway, there's exactly 5 classes that are really good for slide attacking. There are also many others that are pretty good, that are usable, but I didn't even like keep track of those because it's most of them. Basically, anything that's not really bad or really good is probably usable. But anyway, the 5 classes are Gunblade, fists, claws, daggers, and for some reason, two-handed Nikanas. I feel like there's a pattern going on there with like, really small, short weapons, but two-handed Nikanas are in there too. Yeah, I don't know why. You can tell which type of weapon is based off of its stance mod easily, or just look it up on the wiki. But yeah, there's sort of tiers within those tiers as well. Like, for some reason, there's only 3 good daggers for the most part. For some reason, the Rack to Dark Dagger and the Ceramic Dagger both have an attack speed of 1.0, whereas every other dagger in the game has a maximum of 0.75. The Inadem is among them, but is also good because it gets innate attack speed when you activate its Incarnate, and also has an evolution for even more attack speed. So with those two combined, it kind of bridges the gap. But yeah, definitely Rack to Dark Dagger, Ceramic for the daggers. The fist swipe weapons, well, there's fist and claws, and they both work the same, basically. But, not sparring, I might add. Definitely not sparring. That's a different thing. Let's see, yeah, these ones that have, like, feet too, they don't count. It's a whole different slide attack animation. You definitely don't want that. But for some reason, of these, the Ankyros, typoed. Ankyros Prime has by far the fastest attack speed at a base of 1.25. Everything else is nowhere near that. There's, I think, oh yeah, the Venka Prime is at 1.05, which is the closest, which is not that great. Oh yeah, and valkyr is actually not too shabby at it either, with her 4. I think it's just an A tier one though, because if you have enough, you have to kind of put attack speed on it, but it does work, It's clearly not that fast, but it's good for getting around. You want to slide attack spam with valkyr anyway, FYI. It's just like how she does her damage. But yeah, there's only those 5 classes. For some reason, the two-handed Nikanos are also among those. Two-handed Nikanas, I don't know how you pronounce that. Like, this one also moves forward quite quickly, as you can see. But it does kind of need attack speed to actually, like, be schmoovin'. See? So but the lunge forward is what makes it, like, one of the good weapons for it. Everything else is, yeah, well, not everything else. I should especially note, yeah, the Praetos, I'm trying to find, sorry, Valkyr Talons messed me up there. The Praetos is one of the really bad weapons for it, unfortunately, because normally you would want to take Praetos for mobility for its 30% parkour velocity ascension. Plus, this can also be, I think, 20% sprint and slide, so it's really nice for mobility. However, its slide attack is non-functional. It just does not work for this strat. It's a big no-go. But it's good for jumping around. Also, I guess just general movement tips if you're if you don't want to use the slide attack strategy, or a console player and can't. Definitely make use of melee attacks for getting around. Those slime attacks are very good. Also, if you have amalgam barrel diffusion and some parkour speed, like I have right here, rolls are very fast as well. You can move very fast around by doing like bullet jump, double jump, roll combos into a quick aim glide to get you back to the ground faster. You can see I should also note a few aim glide tips. You can use it as a vertical break if you quickly tap it. It's pretty handy. And also you can like ability glide if you hold it while casting abilities. So I figured I'd throw those in as a few quick tips for my non-slide attack macro homies. But yeah, the slide attack macro I have is in the description with instructions on how to use it. It's an auto hotkey script, pretty simple stuff. I just hold caps lock and slide. Oh god, I gotta stop using the Praetos, it hurts my brain. Oh, I guess I should show like one of the A tiers, for example, the dual ichors. These are generally the melee weapon I want if I want to kill a lot of enemies, but they slide pretty good. But it's not like, this is no rack to dark dagger, you know what I'm saying? Even with good attack speed, like it's cruising pretty well. It's still definitely a viable movement option, but it's not quite hitting the heights of an S tier. Dual daggers for some reason slower than daggers. And what was it? Oh yeah, rack to dark dagger. What the rack to dark dagger for comparisons purposes. That's obviously much faster. Yeah. For some reason, one-handed Nikana is also slow compared to two-handed. That seems very backwards to me, but whatever. It is the way it is. Okay, yep, that's the whole thing. I just wanted to get into that because I think soon I'm going to be making a how to do Nitrocells fast video. And I wanted to at least explain that this is a good way of moving through the areas quickly on any frame if you want. Okay, that's it. Peace. Oh, also subscribe. Peace!